Have you ever caught yourself totally overreacting to something small and thought, whoa, where did that come from all of a sudden? It can be quite jarring when that happens. Or maybe you keep running into the same self-sabotaging patterns, even when you know they're not helping you, and you desperately want to break free. Here's something wild. That part of you that reacts, hides, or even sabotages, it's not your enemy. It's actually trying its best to protect you in the only way it knows how. But it's hiding in the dark, lurking in the shadows. And if you want to truly heal, you have to bring it into the light. That's what shadow work is all about, in essence. It's a journey of self-discovery. It's the practice of exploring the hidden parts of yourself, the ones you've rejected, denied, or shoved way down deep. It requires courage and vulnerability. Not to judge them harshly, but to understand them with kindness and a gentle heart. Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, called this hidden stuff our shadow. He dedicated much of his work to understanding the human psyche. He believed we all have one. A side of ourselves we're afraid to look at directly but desperately need to. It's a part of being human. Maybe it's anger, maybe it's fear, guilt, or shame. These are all common emotions that can become part of our shadow. Most of us learn as kids to hide these emotions, to stay safe within our families, to be accepted by our peers. It's a survival mechanism. But here's the thing. Whatever you bury deep down doesn't die. It simply transforms. It just shows up in other ways. In your relationships, your self-talk, your pain, it manifests in ways that can be both subtle and profound. And modern science backs all of this up. The connection between our minds and bodies is undeniable. Studies show that unconscious thoughts and emotions influence our behavior, even when we think we're in control. We are often driven by forces we don't even realize are there. When we repress emotions, we actually trigger the brain's stress system, activating a cascade of physiological responses. This can have long-term effects on our health. Neuroscience tells us the amygdala, that fear center in the brain, lights up intensely when we avoid uncomfortable feelings. It's a primal response designed to protect us. So those parts of yourself you're trying so hard to silence, they're not gone completely. They're just running the show, pulling the strings from behind the curtain. They are influencing your decisions and actions. Some therapists today use something called internal family systems, or IFS for short. It's a powerful approach to healing. It treats your mind like a family of parts, your vulnerable inner child, your harsh critic, and your fierce protector. Each part plays a role in your internal system. Some parts are deeply hurt, so they hide away. Others get extreme in their efforts, just to keep you safe from perceived danger. They are trying to help, even if their methods are misguided. Shadow work is listening to these parts with compassion and understanding, not shame or judgment. It's about creating a safe space for them to be heard. When you stop running away from them, you can start healing them from the inside out. This is where true transformation begins. This is precisely where self-compassion truly comes in and becomes essential. It's the key to unlocking inner peace. Research from Dr. Kristen Neff clearly shows self-compassion literally rewires the brain, boosting resilience and significantly lowering stress levels. It has a profound impact on our well-being. Shadow work isn't about blaming yourself or feeling guilty for having wounds from the past. It's about understanding how those wounds have shaped you. It's about recognizing you've had them all along, acknowledging their presence, and that now you're strong enough to face them head-on. You have the inner resources to heal. The more you genuinely accept your shadow, the less control it ultimately has over you in the long run. That's the paradox of it all. Acceptance is the key to freedom. When you stop actively avoiding pain, you create space to start to transform it into something new. You allow for growth and healing. That grudge you've been holding on to so tightly, maybe it's just an old wound gently asking to be heard and acknowledged. It's longing for your attention and care. That pattern you can't seem to break no matter how hard you try. It might be your shadow desperately searching for a different, healthier ending. It's seeking a way to resolve the past. Shadow work isn't always easy or comfortable, but it's incredibly powerful and transformative. It brings conscious awareness. It shines a light on the hidden aspects of yourself. And that awareness ultimately gives you choice and agency. You become the driver of your own life. The shadow isn't inherently your enemy at all. It's actually a messenger trying to guide you. It's offering valuable insights into your inner world. And the very moment you consciously stop fighting against it, you can begin integrating it into your whole self. you move towards greater wholeness and harmony. Carl Jung wisely said, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light alone, but by making the darkness consciously known." This is the essence of shadow work. The science wholeheartedly agrees with this sentiment. Healing isn't fundamentally about fixing yourself or your perceived flaws. It's about embracing all aspects of yourself. It's more accurately about remembering and reintegrating the lost or forgotten parts of you that you've disowned. It's about coming home to yourself. And once you consciously do that, the healing light inevitably comes flooding in, illuminating your path forward. It guides you towards a brighter, more fulfilling future.